If you want to support the channel, you can use code Tablemon to get 5% off at Potent Store for your online codes, 10% off for your sealed product at Flipside Gaming, and 20% off for your superfoods at Amaranthi. Or if you're looking to buy singles or sleeves, you can fill up your cart and close the tab, then click on the affiliate link in the description and check out. That way you can support the channel over at TCG Player, Card Market, and Dragon Shield. This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Hello everyone and welcome to another night stream with Tablemon, I guess we can call them. That's three streams in 4 days. That's a brand new record. We're starting 2023 big time. Alex, thanks so much for tuning in. It's been a while. Thanks so much for joining us. And we're gonna start off with a ZOROARK box. Yeah, just some ZOROARK box playing ZOROARK, of course, has ability Phantom Transformation, where you may choose a stage 1 Pokemon except any ZOROARK from your discard pile, and if you do, you discard this Pokemon and all the cards attached to it, and you put the chosen Pokemon in its place. So we have a myriad of stage 1 Pokemon that we are going to be utilizing. We have Mightyena with its Hustle Bark ability, making its attack free if there is a Pokemon VMAX in play. Of course, this is a really good Mew VMAX counter. And Pocho592, thank you so much for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Welcome and thank you so much. So we do have Mightyena, as I mentioned. Then we also have Flapple with the Acidic Mucus attack, doing 50 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon in play that has an ability. So you can punish Mew, you can punish Palkia, you can punish Lugia. Yeah, opens up a lot of play and possibilities. Also costs a single colorless energy, which we can cover with capture energy instead of relying on 2 attachments. And yeah, back-to-back streams indeed. It's been a long time since I've done back-to-back streams. Then we also have Appleton with a thick mucus attack, doing 70 for each special energy card attached to your opponent's Pokemon. The Lugia isn't careful, you could end up 1-KOing them by doing 280 damage. Bratissimo, how are you doing? Thanks so much for being here. We also have Cleavor. This is pretty key in the Lost Box matchup because it can do a lot of damage, take knockouts, and has the highest HP 140, so you're not KO'd by a Cramorant. With your route attack, you do 10 plus 30 more for each of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So nice nice damage output right there. Hello, Real Games. Thanks so much for being here. We also have Wormadam for the late game. Matron's Anger does 30 plus 10 more for each Pokemon, 10 more damage for each Pokemon in your discard pile. Could potentially do up to 280 damage if you had everything in the discard pile, but that, like, you'll need support Pokemon, so that's very unlikely, but possible. Just a good all-around fighting type attacker. We also have Breaksin with the Flare Parade doing 60 damage for each Serena card in your discard pile, so up to 240. And we have Raichu with the Ambushing Spark doing 40 damage. And if your opponent has used their V-Star power during this game, then this attack does 100 more damage. So very nice Lugia and potentially Palkia counter, but Palkia doesn't always use their V-Star immediately. Then we also have Behem with the Psychic Arrow attack, doing 60 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. This is essentially you snipe the Dunsparce first, and now Raichu can KO Lugia V-Star. Then we also have Slowbro for the end game with the Twilight Inspiration attack. You can use this attack if your opponent has exactly 1 prize card remaining, then you take 2 prize cards and you win the game. Ideally, right? We have Manaphy for bench protection, Oranguru for Marnie protection, and we have Radiant Jirachi as well with the Entrusted Wishes. You'll want to start that out, let it get KO'd, and then fully set up. And you also have the chance to high roll some Astral Misfortune attacks here and there. Now we do have Cinccino's Make to ability for extra draw support, and then we have Marnie, Resurgence Arena for draw power. We have Pokemon Search, we have Scoop Up Nets to potential heal and switch out, Choice Belt to increase our damage output, and a copy of Primordial Altar to discard an extra card, potentially a stage 1 through the use of Oranguru so that ZOROARK can get its attack off. Hey Trey, thanks so much for being here. And so let's jump into the Ladderoonie and see what we can do with the deck. Yeah, I played this deck to a locals once. I wasn't a big or rather I didn't get like a good result with it. because I had some really awkward draws in 2 of the games, and in 1 game I priced both my against Mew VMAX. I priced both my Mightyena and the Stadium, so things kept getting lost seeded, and it was just like a really bad mess. Has this deck had any big tournament successes? So depends on what you deem big, but so far, wow, this is not a great hand. So far we have had both Ross Cawthon and Mike Fouché. They both got day 2. They both made day 2 with actually no, never mind, sorry. Ross made day 2 with this deck. Ooh, so we're up against Dragozald V. Ross made day 2 with this deck at Arlington, Texas. And we also had Eric Smith from Rare Candy make day 2 with a slightly different version of the deck at the same tournament. And that's been pretty much it. It did see a little bit of play in Japan, but it hasn't had any major breakthroughs. And Eric did only make it to top 128 in Texas, and I believe Ross got top 64. Yep. All right. The Ultra Ball certainly helps now. So we're gonna do Primate Wisdom, the Mightyena, then we're gonna use the Primordial Altar. We get other energy. So we're gonna discard the Mightyena for now. We're gonna bench the Zorua. We are going to go ahead and attach the Capture Energy and establish the Radiant Jirachi. I mean, I have Wormadam, so I should be able to beat this deck fairly easily-ish. Like, the trade-off is always in my favor, I reckon, but you never know, right? You actually never know. Okay. It's also going to take a little bit for my opponent to knock out the Jirachi. It is going to be a 2-hit KO because Dragozald only does 60 damage. And if you damage it, you get 12 damage counters back. No way for me to stop that. And they can now search for Boss's Orders if they need to, so we'll see. Yeah, we shall see. The Parasol, I'm not really doing anything impactful in terms of special, like in terms of effective attack, so not a big deal. You can see how that's important against Lugia, right? If you're trying to play this, 330 HP does mean that you do get 1-hit KO'd by a Lugia V-Star though, with a choice belt. Right, and we actually managed to top deck a solid card. So for now, I'm gonna Serena just 1 capture. I'm gonna start off with that. If I can high roll a double heads here, that would be fantastic. But it doesn't seem like I'll be able to. I could just attack for free, then I give up a price card. I feel like I'd rather try and just play towards the KO. I'm not entirely sure how to go about this. Alright, maybe I should just attack the thing. I only want to establish as some Chino. It's just if I attack, every time I attack, I get KO'd, right? So then, am I really getting a good trade here? I mean, it's not terrible. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Okay, but first I'm gonna do this. There was the energy. Well, but I just shuffled the deck though, so never mind. Right, so now I will go ahead and Phantom Transformation. There is a VMAX, but I will be doing damage, and then I'll get KO'd, but that's okay. And you know what? I'm gonna hold this. Okay, does my opponent ever have a way to heal? Oh, I can just promote the Jirachi again, right? That would actually work. Just in case I'm gonna bench the Zorua. But we're just gonna go ahead and wild tackle. We do 50 self damage, and then we get 12 damage counters. And so my opponent takes a prize card. That's alright. They could Cheryl. That's definitely possible. We're hoping, like, if they're not using boss to play around the Radiant Jirachi, then they're gonna use potentially Cheryl. And then whoever they boss, depending on what I top deck, I could retreat. We'll see. Yeah, but I'm hoping they just heal and attack the Jirachi, and then I get 3 extra cards. All right, we do this arena, so no healing and no no, what's the word? No healing and no loss. So we're in a great spot. We are in a fantastic spot. All right, they all play a supporter. They do go for their research. And I mean, if they don't attack, I guess that would be a sort of problem. They don't even have another Dracozolt set up. Jacob, yes, I will be 100% in Orlando. I will be attending Orlando. Arriving a little bit earlier, in fact, because someone very kindly invited me to visit the theme parks. So I'm actually arriving a couple days early to do that. So that should be fun. Yeah, I'm very excited about Orlando. Really looking forward to it, and I'm very excited about Thursday and Crown Zenith coming out. I think Crown Zenith coming out means I'm gonna be streaming more too. All right, my opponent actually chose not to take a KO, so I wouldn't get the free cards, which is fair. But I mean, I can just high roll you then. Oh, I can't because of the parasol. I mean, I'm still gonna have to retreat. It's fine. But that was silly of me. Oops. You're doing the same. Nice, Jacob. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm guessing a lot of Pokemon people will be doing that. Calamity. Hi, Dad. What do you mean, hi, Dad? As far as I know, I don't have a kid. 100% sure. I don't have a kid. All right, there's the next Break Assault. But like I said, like if my opponent doesn't KO me, I'm okay with them. All right, there's a Cheryl. Or maybe now they will KO me. I need to do. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I get a KO? Cleavor does 10 plus 30. So that's 100 with a choice build 130 times 2 to 60. So no. Can I get a KO through Wormadam? Wormadam does 30 plus. So I need to do 160 times 2. No, I need to do 140. No, sorry, 170. So that's a lot. That is a lot. I mean, I can just continue to attack for free though, right? Definitely Cinchino. I think just research, honestly. And a Zoroark. I think that works. Actually, something to discard for the Ultra Ball. Yeah, let's do this. All right. So my opponent is now 2 prizes ahead, which is a little sketchy. I do top deck a Zork, which is nice. What art in Crown Zenith is your favorite? Okay, so I'm pretty sure, or rather, I want to say there's like a really cute Bidoof, right? But I also love the style of the item cards, the Ultra Ball and the Lost Vacuum and stuff. Like that sort of cartoony-ish art. I think that's fantastic. Like I absolutely love that. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need quite a few more. So I don't think I'll be able to pull it off just yet, but you never know. Right, I honestly kind of want to grab the mana feed to discard, but the Zoro is fine. So I can potentially get 2 more. Right, the ZOROARK, that's 4. Then I get the Wormadam back. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But I got the double turbo. And they're just gonna heal again. So I think not attacking is the best play then. Right? I think not attacking is the best play. Serena is also decent. Scoop of Net would have been so good too. To heal off the damage. Whoops. Alright. We're just gonna go ahead and get rid of you. Alright. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Minus 1, that's 12. Not enough just yet. So I should just pass. I think I can do it next turn. Yeah, the new Ultra Ball art, right? You haven't been too into playing TCG lately, Pocho. More just watching videos, events, and collecting. That's fair, right? However you enjoy the trading card game and Pokemon, that's perfectly fine. The Oxys from Crown Thinness reminds you of Samus from Metroid coming out of her ship. I have not seen that art. Deciding to pass on the late night tourney tonight, Blue Bronco. I've actually never played that tournament once. For many reasons. Some of them personal, some of them ethical. But I've actually never played that tournament once. It is what it is. I thought about playing it, but in the end I decided against it. Right, there's a Cheryl. So I can play around the retaliation with Serena. I really should have scoop up netted. Well, we'll see. Okay, with the choice build, now I'm certain I have the KO, right? So that means I do have to Zork away. I mean, do I want to? Oh, I can. All right, I'm gonna start with make do the Marnie. Math is hard. I don't know why math is so hard right now. All right. I feel like I should be able to get the KO here. So I'm definitely gonna transform right into this and then get a head count. So 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 20. Wait, what? 30. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. With the choice belt, that's 16. So I am missing 1 more, which I can Serena, or I could use Zork. That's also a possibility, but I feel like Serena is just better. And I can discard you and you. Hey, Topper Mod. Hey, Pipebuns. Thank you so much to both of you for being here. We can also get the breaks in, I guess. And then the important card to save here is Twin Energy. And then, if I'm not mistaken, this should be KO. Yes, I can do math. Awesome. All right. I won't have the choice belt next turn, but I can use the Zorks. So we should be good. And my opponent cannot hide. If they don't attack me, then I should be able to find a Serena, I hope, to target them down. I did price 1 Minchino and 2 Cinchinos. That's pretty crazy. And I can just promote the Zork because I'm not threatened. You wanted to give everyone else a chance to win. Exactly, Rurongo. Not quite. It's just, I don't know. I thought about it. I was about to register. But I don't know. Maybe when Crown Zenith hits, I'll start playing a few tournaments online. Yeah. Broken Zork, not so broken. More like balanced Zork. More like balanced. You could KO the bench Dracozolt so you didn't lose the Wormadam a trade. I mean, I don't mind losing the Wormadam though. Like, it's completely fine. And as you saw, I did 340 damage. If I had done Serena bring up the benched Dracozolt because it has 330 HP, I would have been 1 Pokemon short. So I needed to use the Serena to discard that last Pokemon. So I could not have KO'd the benched Dracozolt. But I think this is something that if you've ever thought about getting into competitive or you're competitive and stuff, this is something that I notice a bunch with people, which is like they do their absolute best to try and stop their opponents from taking a KO, right? But in reality, like, you don't need your opponent to not KO you, right? You just need to beat them. Whether they have one prize card left or they have 0 prize cards left, all you need to do is make sure you take 6 prizes before they do. And if losing Pokemon can be part of that. Yeah, I'm doing this because I don't want to do the maths. I just want to make sure I have enough Pokemon to KO. I honestly didn't check. Okay, it was enough. And I'm talking. Yeah, I know usually I don't like when people do that to me. Full disclaimer, it's because I'm talking and stuff. But yeah, like, it's really not a big deal that I lost the War Madam, right? It's part of the plan. I know I can get another War Madam very easily. I know my opponent's not threatening me with the win. I know they do 60 damage, so it's completely fine. And if I had ghosted, I would have prevented the KO, but I also wouldn't have dealt the KO, right? And if you're not one KOing the Dracozolt, you're gonna have a bad time with the Cheryl. So as long as within your plan to win, that includes losing some of the Pokemon, then that's fine. Yeah, go ahead and take the KOs because I've already made my plan on how I'm gonna beat my opponent. Typens, you'd love to watch me play online tournaments. I know it's something that people would probably good game, Lil Deku. Sorry if that was you. Sorry about doing that extra research. I was talking and I didn't want to do the maths on the attack, so I just wanted to just discard everything. Yeah, so I apologize if I wasted a little bit of both of our times. Okay, so we are going first. We're up against something dark. Could be Eternatus. I mean, the thing is, I couldn't KO the base. Oh no. Alright, I'm back. I don't know, my internet connection sometimes just decides to randomly stop. I apologize. But I'm back. Yeah. I'm back. So as I was saying, directly to Atray, Atray said, I still think that killing the bench Pokemon was slightly better. I am not arguing that. Yeah, I agree that if I had the possibility, knocking out the bench Dracozolt VMAX would have been better. But if I had done that, that would have required me to use one of my Zoroark's abilities as well to get that extra Pokemon in the discard pile, along with the Serena. And I'd rather have both Zoroarks available just in case something changes and I need to adapt them to a different stage 1. Yeah, so I'm not saying it wasn't a better play. I'm saying with the resources that I had, I would much rather keep both Zoroarks available just in case something changes, something happens. Like, you never know, you know? All right. So pretty solid hand, honestly. So I'm gonna shuffle back the Ordinary Rod, and then I'm gonna attach the Capture Energy, so I have a better top deck. And then the Capture Energy, I'm gonna attach it to the Guru. And establish a Minccino, sorry, and then I have access to Cinccino next turn, and I shuffle the Ordinary Rod, so I'm not top decking that. And we might be up against Giratina, which should be a fairly decent matchup, except for the Sableye. And again, Zoroark is great, but losing Twin and Capture Energy rotation will be rough. That is very true. What do you think about Lost on Kyogre? I think it's a very good deck, but I also prefer Rayquaza, clearly. Alright, Grass Energy, actually, so not... Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, Giratina does use Grass Energy. Okay, so there's also Water Energy, so that confirms Radiant Greninja, so I do need to bench the Manaphy just in case. And all right. So definitely gonna establish this in Chino. It would be great to get a KO on this Comfey. Zorg does how much? Stream keeps freezing. I think if you refresh, it should get better. Real games. It does say unstable, but it should be better soon. Okay, Zorg does have 70, does do 70 damage. So I think getting the KO here is fine. And then I can save the Manaphy. Yeah, I think if you just refresh real games, that should be good. Okay, so I'm gonna Prime Wisdom the Manaphy. Well, I guess I'm not using Mate Tooth. Dang it. Alright, Night Days. I'm not really threatened by my opponent right now. They didn't Colress last turn and they could have, so clearly they don't have it. And I just got a research, so that's very nice. Alright, well, they top deck the Colress too, so that's also nice. Is the stream freezing for anyone else? Like, I did lose connection, for sure, but I think it should be good now. I think it's good from all the indicators say it's fine right now. Running well. All right. Okay, so I do get escape roped. All of these are pretty important. I'm gonna top deck the Manaphy, save it. Actually, no, bench it, save the twin, and then just research. Luminian gone, Boss's Order's gone, 2 Waters gone, no Radiant Greninja in sight. There's 7 cards in the Lost Zone already for my opponent. So, yeah, I was about to say, they could go for the Mirage Gate now. But we are good to go. All right. So they will be getting a KO with Shred. My best attacker against Giratina is what? Hey, Pipons, thank you so much. Thank you so much for choosing to use your Prime subscription with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That is very, very kind of you to do that. Thank you so much. That's the second time you've subscribed, actually. All right. Just gonna go ahead and research. We definitely need to start. Like, doing 70 damage to the Giratina is not super impactful. Livor is a decent attacker to establish a 2-hit KO. So is the Braixen. This is useless. Acid Mucus does 150 as well. That's not bad at all. Would be the Flapple. Yeah, I actually like the Flapple here. Flapple or Cleaver? I think the Flapple. Yeah, the Flapple establishes a 2-hit KO, which I think is really good. Will you be casting any more regionals this season, Energan? So that's a tough question to answer. Yeah, because when you get asked to cast, you sign a contract and a non-disclosure agreement that says you cannot reveal any information on oh no, that's fine. You cannot reveal any information on whether you until Pokemon reveals it. Yeah. So if I knew that I was gonna be casting a regional, I wouldn't be able to say so. Yeah, so anytime someone asks me that, until Pokemon announces it, the answer will always be no, unfortunately. Whether I know I'm casting any more events or whether I am actually not casting any more events, unfortunately the answer is always no, because of how contracts work. You know? If I am casting any other tournaments in the near or distant future, until Pokemon announces it, that's when people will find out. Unfortunately, I cannot say so if I am. Yeah, so the answer will always be no. That's a funny question too. Like that was very funny to me when LAIC, like a lot of people were asking me like, "Hey Pablo, what are you playing? Right? What are you going to be playing at LAIC? Like how are you preparing? You haven't asked us, like you haven't discussed any like too much." Um so people were like my friends, right? My close friends who I sometimes test with or not, they were like, "Well, what are you thinking? What are your options?" So I would just send them random lists. And sometimes like some really crazy lists too, just to mess with their mind. Yeah, that was an interesting, like the time between I was confirmed for LAC and the time Pokemon announced it. That was an interesting time for me. What do I prefer, casting or playing? So I've been a player for 20 years. I've only started casting a few months ago. Of course, I'm a content creator as well, and I definitely enjoy that. So that's always been really cool to do. Um, so I don't know. It's generally a difficult question to answer for me, but um, I mean I don't know. So there's many things that factor into it. As like I think my competitive spirit will always favor playing. Yeah. However, I also really enjoyed casting more than I thought I would initially. So I'll be very happy if they call me again. Yeah. Okay, I messed up with this double turbo energy, and I also messed up by not playing the ordinary rod. I did not realize that I priced that other Zorua. Uh-oh, making a lot of mistakes right now. Dang. I really messed up right now because I'm not gonna have an attacker next turn. Unless something magical happens right here. I am not gonna have an attacker next turn. Yikes. Oof. I messed up big time. I had the ordinary rod and I didn't play it. I marnied it away. So I definitely prefer playing, but I really enjoyed casting. I really enjoyed the casting. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it has to be Flapple and it has to be the twin. Dang. I'm gonna lose that turn. I'm pretty sure I lose the game because of that. What's this? You know what? It's just, it doesn't help me at all. Even doing this, like, even if I get an ordinary rod, I can't get the Pokemon out anyways. So sure, I get a KO, but then this Sableye is gonna wreck my face. Because I did not notice that I priced the Zoroarks. Yeah. So they put 8 damage on the Flapple, and then spread the rest of the damage, and I'm gonna concede here because I really messed that up. I'm sorry about that mess up. Sebasmon and DGR Packy, thanks so much to both of you for following. I'm sorry I missed the notification. All right. One more game with ZOROARK BOX. That was a silly on my part. No argument there. All right, the original, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. Right. I would like to go first, yes. Friendly hello from our opponent. Always nice to see. Okay, not the best start. Feel like I've had Oranguru in my starting hand every single time. And we're up against Regieleki. That's gonna be very, very bad. Okay. So I'm gonna save the ordinary rod. Okay, and then I'm gonna shuffle that away. Grabbing myself. I honestly think Libor is the way to go. And then what I'm gonna do is this, rebench this, and then, I mean, just in case, I'll save the research in case I get more need. And then we'll pass. And so I'm gonna, I can't save both ZOROARK and the energy, so I'm gonna lose a ZOROARK here, but we'll see. What do I think of ZOROARK Box after the rotation, Sebasmon? So that's always a continuous question I get asked. The thing is, I can't answer that truthfully because we don't know what other cards will be coming out in Japan by the time we get Scarlet and Violet, right? Our Scarlet and Violet is going to be a huge combination of 3 or 4, like 2 or 3 rather, Scarlet and Violet sets from Japan. So there's a bunch of cards that I don't know that exist, so I don't know if they will give a lot of really good tools to ZOROARK or if they will not give good tools to ZOROARK. That I can't know, you know? So that's my genuine answer. It's impossible for me to know. But it loses capture energy and it loses twin energy. So no matter what, it will be incredibly weaker. So until we get some sort of replacement to that, it's not going to be ideal. Yeah. All right, my opponent missed the turn 1 item lock, which is fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and evolve. We're going to go ahead and save the energy because I do need to discard these friends. Right. Oh, if I play the incense, I lose the energy. Oh my gosh. I mean, 80 damage. I feel like it's fine losing the energy. Not the end of the world. And I really want to... what? I wanted to get Wormadam, but it's... They're not going to be playing a ton of... maybe abilities, sure. I mean, I like having the 1 energy attack. So let's grab that friend. Okay, and then we're going to research. Cleaver is also, like, really, really sturdy, so maybe I shouldn't have. Yeah, probably just punish myself. Right now, Acid Mucus does nothing. Yeah, that was probably not very smart. It's okay, though. It's okay. The Choice Belt is also gonna be just a lost card. I mean, you never know when Chino will attack. So I whiffed an attack. I would have dealt 80 damage. Would that be impactful? You never know. Oh, wait, they already used their V-Star, so I should have grabbed Raichu, not Flapple. I didn't notice they already V-Starred. Whoopsie daisies. Silly Pablo. Silly Pablo. Okay, let's save the energy. You feel like pulling off Kyogre in Lost Box is much harder than Rayquaza because you need to use it up way in advance and Marty usually hurts you much more. I mean, the thing is, Alex, you can't compare them. Like, Rayquaza, you can use it on turn 2. Kyogre is the super late game card. And the Alaskan Hero, hey, thank you so much for subscribing. 41 months, that's so kind of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So yeah, like, I don't think they're comparable. They're completely different decks in what they do and their approach and everything. So I don't think you can really compare them. You know what? Can't play items, so I might as well just discard that. What do you think Mexico will get? When do you think Mexico will get a regional again? Would love another reason to go back. So I don't think Mexico will be getting a regional anytime. Like, definitely not this season. Definitely not the next. But if we get a couple special events this season, if that eventually happens, and then sometime we like the season after, we get like good numbers locally and at our special events again, maybe they'll consider it. Yeah, but I believe like that also is correlated to sales. So I do believe sales have been better overall for Pokemon cards since the pandemic. So I could be wrong, and we could see Mexico have regionals very soon. All right, I'm gonna check the top deck. I don't think I can afford to discard the Ordinary Rod just yet. Though, no, I'll put it back. I'll be a little safe. I'm gonna just discard everything. I promoted this in Chino so I could retreat. No energy. Where's my energy? They're all at the bottom of the deck. Okay, there's one. That's nice. That doesn't let me take a KO though, because no Wormadam. How many Serenas? 2 Serenas. Okay, 2 Serenas. So my best attacker then is Raichu? Because Cleaver does very little. Acid Mucus does very little. Yeah, it's Raichu. Because they've used their V-Star. But like, you could come for the special event, right? Wait, maybe I just energy assist right now. Yeah, because this doesn't do the yeah, I'm always free hit KOing. You know what? I'm just gonna energy assist. I'll tank a hit, and then I'll go into the Raichu. So yeah, you could come for the special event in Mexico City if we have one, or you could go to Cancun as well for the special event if we have one. Not the same pricing, of course, but I mean, it's something, right? It's points. Yeah, I mean, there should be, well, I don't know. I shouldn't say should be. Under normal conditions, we did have 2 or 3 special events. So if you're cool with special events, then hopefully if we get those back, then there's a chance. Yeah, there's a chance they do happen. All right, now I can also attack for free for 160 damage, which is nice. Yeah, that Raichu was a big waste. That Raichu was a big waste. Okay, so I'm gonna make do the Mightyena. All right, we're getting energies. And I'm gonna make do. Okay, does Cleaver get a KO now? No, I do 200 with Cleaver. I could Serena, no. So is Mightyena just better? No, right? Okay, I'm just gonna retreat here. And Ambushing Spark. 120. So I don't 2-hit KO because of the silly energy. But that's okay. Next turn I can use Cleaver. Did you open your Crown Zenith Elite Trainer box? I have not. I have not opened the products that I got from Pokemon yet. I was planning on opening them today, but I ran out of natural light because I've been very busy the whole day. So I'll probably try and record the video and open them tomorrow. I think that's gonna be the plan. Yeah, I should just go Cleaver here, right? Wait, or is Mightyena better? No, it's gotta be Cleaver. I'm not happy about the Cleaver though, because my opponent has control over how much damage I do. Maybe Flare Power. Oh, actually, is Flare Power better? Because that's 180. Yeah, I think Braixen is better right now. Because I can't just discard this arena. Yeah. Then I get to Flare Parade for 180. And then they do a little bit, and then I do 180, and then they KO. And then no Wormadam still. So yeah, the big issue is I can't recover my Zoroas. And so that, yeah, that's my last Zoroark. So I might end up running out of attackers here. Not being able to 1-KO the Vika is the big issue. Is Vika weak to fighting? Yes, it is. But I price my Wormadam. That's the issue. If I had Wormadam, I could just one-shot. But I do not have Wormadam. And I am out of Zoro. I am out of Zorks. I still have one Zoro left, but no more Zorks. No more Zork. Alright. If that Luminion gets benched, now I can 1-KO. But I'm also running out of energies. Okay, they're gonna boss. I'm okay with that. I am 100% okay with that. Wow, they're just going all out. Okay, now it's Cleaver time. Now Cleaver just wrecks face, right? Oh, I can't Cleaver because I need to retreat. That's okay. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not gonna thin that. I do have Marnie. I'll just pressure here. Flare Parade. Cleaver can take my last two prizes. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, now they have 3 special energies too. That's 210 or Appleton or Flapple or whichever one it is. I'm actually not sure. Right, another Regieleki, so now they're doing more damage. Now they do 1-KO my Braixen. So I think I follow this up with Cinccino then to save my Zork. Yeah, that Raichu was like the biggest waste ever. The biggest waste ever. Okay, yeah, they have exactly 40 HP left, so I can do this. And yes, establish the Zora. This is the key card to save. The max they do is 110. So we'll see. Maybe they do have 6 If they have 6 then I lose. There's Wormadam finally as well. So that works. So I have game in hand. They continue to item lock me though. Okay, no Marnie, no boss. That means it's over. That 100% means it's over. Yep. GG. GG Aruni. So Cleaver gets the KO, right? Yeah, Cleaver gets the KO. No need to overthink this. Cleaver gets the KO. Bye-bye. Nice. Nice. Straightforward with the fighting text. Alright, so that will be all for ZOROARK Box. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back with our next deck. I'm filling the single prizers, so we're gonna go into Red Chikigas. Alright, be right back.